Secrets of the auction system. As I've alluded to multiple times, an auction atmosphere has important advantages over fixed price selling, especially when it comes to new buyers. Auctions allow you to observe what other bidders believe about the value of the domain name before you purchase it. Think about that. It's a powerful benefit. As a new buyer, you should always look for auctions that allow you to view bid histories in their entirety. This allows you to observe two important things. Number one, the number of distinct bidders. Number two, the number of bids. If both factors are high, you can take that as an indication that the domain offers value to multiple buyers. That translates to the fact that it's much more likely you'll be able to resell the domain name for a very nice profit. It's very important to check the seller's history in past auctions. This information can go a long way in assuring you that there is gold waiting to be uncovered. If the seller has a long history of past auctions in which reserve prices are met, it's almost guaranteed that he or she is consistently underpricing the domain auctions. Be sure to follow his or her future auctions if this is the case. It could also indicate that he or she is skilled at determining the domain value and understands how to attract buyers with fair pricing. Speculating upon speculation. When you browse the various domain marketplaces and read the descriptions of the domains being offered, pay close attention to the justification that the seller uses for the value of the domain name. For instance, they may be focusing on the amount of characters in the domain, or they may be putting emphasis on the number of words. Perhaps they focus on whether growth is likely in that generic top level. This is all valuable information to you, not only in buying but in selling. Browsing domain offers and descriptions should be an important part of your routine as a domainer. Forums like NamePros.com and DNForum.com are excellent sources of inside information pertaining to learning what is currently trending in domain sales within various marketplaces. There are at least 3 different ways you should take advantage of the vast knowledge that you can uncover in these communities to further your domaining goals. Number 1, participate to build trust. Put aside a little time each day to actually participate in the forums and build relationships along the way. No single domainer has all the knowledge. Keep learning from a variety of different domainers and watch what they do regularly to generate sales. Some of these domainers have portfolios that include more than 50,000 domains. Some hold domains that are worth tens of thousands and even millions of dollars. You can also learn a lot from many of the smaller domainers. These are real people just like you with a common interest in domain selling. Listen to them, engage with them in conversation, try doing new things based on what you see them doing, and you can significantly improve your chances of having success as a domainer. Number 2, form joint venture partnerships. In general, most domainers don't think to go this route, but the fact is joint venture partnerships in domaining can be very profitable. This is especially true if you're new to domaining and need strong direction, but have seed money for your domain portfolio. How do you go about it? Well, I'd suggest closely following a respected expert on one of the forums mentioned. Get to know them, spend a little time researching this person to ensure that he or she has experienced success in domaining. He or she should be at least fairly active on the forum, indicating that they're approachable and communicate well. Approach this person, who by now should at least recognize you from activity in the discussion areas, and be completely open. Tell them you're still learning the ropes, and ask if he or she would be willing to handpick a portfolio of domains for you. Mention what kind of budget you're working with, and offer to cut them a 50% profit share on all of the domains that he or she chose for you. Since they'll already be screening domains for their own portfolio, it won't require too much effort in order to help you with your domains. The benefit for them, of course, is they'll receive 50% of any profits derived from sales that you make from those particular domains. So it's a win-win. You're bound to be declined several times, but the more well-known you become in the forum, the more likely someone will be willing to help you out. Keep a careful record of all the domain names that you sell from your joint venture deal, and you'll have a better understanding of the types of domains to purchase next on your own. Number 3, website development. Eventually, you'll want to choose a domain or two from your inventory to build a website on. This not only increases the perceived value of the domain name, but it opens up a whole new market of website buyers. While your primary goal should be to accumulate and manage a portfolio of domains, there's no reason why you have to restrict yourself to just domains if a profitable development opportunity arises. You may have certain domains that are already getting thousands of unique visitors from type-in traffic or previously established backlinks and not even know it. You could leave the site underdeveloped and maybe reap the tiny returns from a parking service, or you could develop it into a market-friendly website ready to sell to an interested buyer in that niche. Once built, you can begin accumulating a large mailing list, perhaps have products to offer on the site to generate revenue, and all these elements increase the real value of your web property. Now, when you go to resell the site, you will not only reap the returns from the valuable domain, but you'll also be able to sell your customer lists, your product, and the established brand. This can also open other opportunities to sell, such as listing on Flippa.com and many other sites that have marketplaces for fully developed sites. If this is something you want to do, you'll find plenty of information about it on the domaining forums. Most domaining forums have a subforum that discusses this extensively.